most venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bills. All the books in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm on the new one, just a quick one. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Come next season, in the work.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Harvey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. Brian has it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll swing this out to Harvey.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
And yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Nix looking to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs, nothing.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Mahomes now to throw.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Nick Bonito drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. Being a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Nix from the shotgun. Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Picking down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Harvey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Nix. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Kill.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And this is going to be incomplete.
Bro, you fucking suck, bro. I swear to God, bro. This shit don't make no sense.
Other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Nix to the air. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now it's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And the Broncos
Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On the sneak, it's Nix. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Harvey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 65 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff. Here's Harvey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Nick's going to keep this himself. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Yellow.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bonito now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Throwing Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. George Karlaftis, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Operating from the gun, Nix.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's moving, boys, moving. Yellow. Hey, yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now it's Mahomes again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Yellow. Our side.
They'll run. It's Rashard Smith.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Brings up second and 4.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Well, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Once more with Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw, here's Nix. Bryant with a catch right side. The gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They're going. It's Nix. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. And he is caught. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Smith.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a mistake. Yeah, sure. Without a doubt. Because at some point,
Put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Broncos 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now it's Nix. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's 1st and goal. To throw is Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Nix to the air.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Throw left side, complete. That's Sutton. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He's got him in. Complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big pickup there. Without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here.